movies and the shows for like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's what MCU means.
I'm itching. We're bruising.
Because I'm itching. I'm an enigma.
My mother, Joe Mama.
I hate you. I hate you.
Podcast. Here is.
Yeah, they took her and used the CGI, made her what?
There's that scene. No, shut up.
Remember the thing I just said. And then that.
Yeah.
We lost all of that. I'm
Alright.
well,
I don't want to start with the soundtrack. I want to start with the 3D thing. That's what I got an opinion
well,
on.
we did talk a little bit about the 3D thing, but I didn't hit record because I'm such a professional.
Wait, isn't your applause going?
Huh?
Isn't your applause
None
going?
of that's going. I'll add it in post.
Skipping all that.
I'll add it in fucking post.
Are we going now?
Yes, we're going now.
You gonna introduce us?
We're going to redo it. Yes.
We'll do it live!
We'll
do it live!
That's right. God damn it. You remember what your jokes were? Alright, everybody.
Something about the Beachy Boys.
The
Yeah.
Beachy Boys. I'm
And
saying a lot.
NWA was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna reference all that later, and people will be like, "That wasn't what are you doing?" There's crazy people on my screen.
Disclaimer: these idiots forget to hit record for the first 15 minutes of the conversation, and now trying to start all over. It's completely crap. Anyway, welcome to Misfits Culture.
The microphone's in front of my face.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a shame.
See it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
What? Anyway, welcome to Misfits Culture. We went and seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yes, I'm going fast because, god damn it, we already did all this. I didn't hit record. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I
Way
suck!
Yeah.
So, anyway,
It's like
I enjoyed it. We saw it in 3D. First Marvel movie we saw in 3D.
Yeah.
I keep thinking the camera's over there because it's usually on my screen, but it's
Right.
over there. And yeah, so 3D. How was that? We'll start with that.
I got some opinions on that.
Oh, that's why she wanted to start. We couldn't just get the easy stuff out of the way first. No.
Yeah.
Once we realized we didn't record, Mom had to go, well, I want to talk about 3D instead. Alright, fine. We'll do that one first this time.
So
So
two
anyway,
thoughts.
what's your thoughts?
So, two thoughts.
Two thoughts.
First one is it just me? Have I not been to a 3D movie in like a long time? It seemed like it was completely different and like really fantastic compared to what 3D used to be. Like I feel like
Yeah, it's like what happened to 3D? Like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
wow, this glow up.
yeah, because I feel like the last movie I remember seeing in 3D was like I think Final Destination,
Oh yeah.
and it was just like you're watching.
Saw.
Yeah.
The last one we
Oh.
saw, I saw was, and it was with you, so I don't know if it was your
Oh,
last one, but it
Well,
was,
it could be.
Saw
But either
3D
way.
was, yeah.
But either way, it was like you're kind of watching a regular movie, and then once in a while, like a tire would come flying at you.
Yeah.
And that was a 3D. This was like you're in the Oculus.
right.
Like it's a 3D world. Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
thought it was that good?
I did.
See, I
And I
guess
was
could
wondering
figure it
if
out.
because of
Because
the
I remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I remember what this could have been. I remember,
That
I remember the
years
migraine I
ago.
could have had, and I didn't.
I could have had it.
Wait, are you guys both wearing contacts though?
Yeah.
Okay, because me and Rick both had glasses, so maybe we didn't think it was as
Oh, all of
impressive.
our eyes are shit.
Well, we might, because he just said he doesn't think it's that impressive.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, maybe you didn't have
There
the,
was
the
point-
glasses close enough to your eyes.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, I had like them all as far back as they could go, like
seems
glasses,
really-
and I had the other glasses right up against those. So
You didn't think it was a lot more impressive than what 3D used to be, where you just had once in a
Well,
while. a
no,
random come
where
in?
if
I
you
don't
didn't
know
watch it
about
without
your
them, it was just
old
the blue and
perspective.
Well, let's get your other opinion, and we'll go through everybody's
other
opinion on
opinion-
the 3D thing.
My other opinion was, do you think we'll be having more 3D stuff that's like this because the younger generation is more used to the Oculus and things looking like that? And is that part of the reason why maybe they're going to be starting to do more movies?
No.
I think they were already trying to lean towards that already as is. Honestly, I think the 3D movie's been around for a long time.
I know, but it hasn't been that whole thing like how it looks now, where it's
Right.
like looks like
Whereas like okay, this is where they like put in scenes where it was like okay, this thing is gonna fly at this person. We need to make this from this frame to this frame 3D.
Right.
Instead before it's like this whole thing is just gonna be 3D the whole time. Your eyes can just be adjusted to it. You don't have to like.
Yeah.
Be...
Yeah. Exactly.
See-
I don't agree on your second point at all, though.
No.
I think maybe they're like the marketing teams for like AMC or the movie theater companies. That's like what they're thinking, maybe. But I think by the time the people that are children right now, by the time they're adults, movie theaters are going to be a thing of the past. They're not going to be around anymore.
Oh, they're not going to be. People have been saying that for like 30 years.
No, but now
People
there
like
are.
going to the
I don't-
movies.
if-
But now
pandemic
they have
didn't
the
kill it.
Oculus, and you can go to the movies in the Oculus from the comfort of your own home, and you can be surrounded by your friends in the Oculus world. That's the future.
Yeah, but
they're not gonna make
but-
the movies seem like the Oculus. They're just gonna have the Oculus be the
no,
movies.
because people like.
Okay, Zuckerberg, settle down.
Because
Yeah.
people like to go to the movies. They like getting out of their house. And what
You
is there
do.
to- No, fucking people. I do. I don't want to go
No.
anywhere.
It's like, she's not the best example.
Yeah.
We get her maybe once a month to go see a movie.
I like going out more than she does.
People in general like going out. What is there to do? Go out to eat, go to the beach, take a walk, go to the movie. I mean, people like that experience. I was just listening to a podcast about this. That means I'm an expert. So they were talking about how
Give
when
me my
you-
PhD.
when you see a movie with a group of people, you laugh more, you scream more. Whatever the movie's trying to get you to do, you do more in a group of people.
Yeah.
Right.
People like that experience.
And you can do that in the Oculus. That's what I'm
No, because
saying.
you're not
Okay,
with the people.
here's a point. Here's a point. I see where you're going with her because yes, you can do party watching
Mhm.
to where everybody can do that. So I get what you're saying with that.
And that's just gonna keep getting better and better.
Okay, well, hold on now. Like I see where mom's going too, but I actually have a better argument. No offense. It's a classic date setting. Take your date to a dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
That's a classic date thing. You don't. I mean, unless.
I mean, we've always been able to cook at home, but people still go out to eat
Yeah.
because people just like getting out of the house.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that in the future, you're gonna have an app for hookups, and you're gonna have a different app for finding your soulmate, and you're gonna go on dates in the Oculus.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
What are you looking
Comments.
What?
What are you looking at?
I just look off and
He's
Yeah.
talking to great grandma
Yeah.
And Jason.
and Jason and Edward Scissorhands and Pennywise and But
The people are gonna be
you
like,
know
"What's
what?
going on in that corner?"
We're let's just leave it to the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you think theaters are going to die soon, or do you think it's still going to stick around because there's classic settings that people like to do it? Leave that in the comment section.
And also, I just really like how the 3D looked. It was just
Yeah.
it was a lot more than I was
Oh.
expecting.
Right.
I have a point though.
What's
You guys didn't think the movie just looked really dark?
That was.
I thought it was the glasses. I
Yeah.
thought it was the glasses. It
I
just made
didn't
it
like
dark.
that.
No,
There was times where I took them down to see if I could see, something in the background. I thought because I couldn't.
It
quite see
was
with my
dark,
glasses.
but I feel like it didn't detract from this particular movie because it was a space movie, and a lot of times space movies are kind of dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're in a ship. It's, So I was kind of like, it goes with
But there were scenes that were supposed to be really bright and vibrant and
Oh, I
colorful.
thought those
and-
ones were the one like where they're in the neighborhood and stuff. Those were
Yeah.
not like
Again,
I
though,
see.
the only variable is that we were wearing glasses. So
Right,
that,
right.
That's probably had
So
some
if
sort
you
of
go,
effect.
Yeah.
don't wear your glasses.
Don't wear your glasses.
Right. Or just see it in 2D. That's also. an
Yeah,
option.
that's also an option.
Yeah.
We got screwed. But anyway.
Oh, that was.
the only thing I'll say about the 3D. What?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
After you.
I was really glad that I somehow was not wearing my contacts in because if I would have been caught off guard, I would have been okay.
Like having a broken seat.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
said, this movie's great. Now my kids are like,
She
"Oh,
worked
this
this time. So the only thing I'll say with the 3D, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, but there were parts in there where yes, the 3D looked good, like when all the raccoons were, or you see them in the trailer, but all the raccoons looking at something,
Mm.
and it's like showing their faces, and they're pretty close by. That looked good. When they were doing certain things in space and things were floating around, that looked good. The problem I had was during the action scenes. The action scenes with 3D it looked blurred to me. And again, that could be because I was wearing glasses. I don't know. But there was times I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh.
Like, what did she just do to that guy?
Right.
I couldn't quite... And I usually don't have a hard time with it. Even if it's fast action scenes. I usually catch everything. So either I'm just getting old...
Emotional damage.
Or it just threw... it.
We are getting old, but
Alright, thanks. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, everything looked
I
blurry
was
to
like,
me too.
I'm getting old. I'm taking you with me.
Yeah.
Everything looked blurry to me too, but I didn't wear both glasses. I took my glasses off and had the 3D glasses on. So I just wasn't wearing
Do
my
you
glasses.
need to wear glasses though to watch a movie?
I need them to drive.
But not to watch a
So,
movie though?
I don't know. I don't like wearing them, so.
Oh, well, okay.
But I usually just don't try to see things. So.
I'm gonna just not looking.
I didn't notice things being blurry in the action scenes, but then a lot of times I just kind of zone out during action scenes anyway. So
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping up no matter what.
yeah,
So.
I'm just like,
I was
well,
like, oh, now they're all on the ground? Oh, what?
yeah, I'm gonna wait till it ends and see who's still standing. I assume it's gonna be the people I paid to come see.
Oh, you're a fun moviegoer, aren't you?
There's no suspense to it.
Yeah.
But, that's the only thing I had to say. But other than that, I thought the movie was good. The
I
villain
did-
was weird.
Which
Villain?
one?
The main one. I think it's the main one.
Okay. I don't.
We're doing that spoilers right?
Yeah, I don't know how to talk about the movie without.
I'm trying to remember if he was in the
spoilers.
trailer or not. If he was in the trailer, then people know.
I didn't watch the trailer.
What was it? The one that we knew from a post-credit scene? Previous movie?
No, not that
No,
one.
no. Okay, so yeah.
I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about now.
Talking
I know
about the
you're
main
talking-
guy with the face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a face.
Yeah,
Is
we know
that a
that.
spoiler? He's got a face?
No. No, but I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, though. Is that a spoiler if there's a face?
So angry at them.
Why you get mad at the audience? We're trying to do them a favor. Like, what the fuck you clicking on this shit without watching it first for?
You don't fucking know people got faces? Get
Damn.
out of the house a little bit. Go to the movies.
Jesus. Holy crap.
Or go through your Oculus. They got faces there too.
It reminds me of, remember those 3D books that were out a big thing for a while and you had to unfocus your eyes and then you would see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I felt about the 3D though, and I'm gonna give you guys my opinion because
Like those
I
pictures that are like
my
those
opinion
pictures.
matters. You want to keep talking over me?
Give him the unallergic.
Jump Buttons has the floor.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming.
Talking stick.
Yeah.
Might have to do that.
I noticed that it was 3D, and then I had to wear the glasses, otherwise the movie looked like all weird. But then once I had the glasses on, I just like didn't really give a shit that it was 3D because I'm not going to the movies to like get some weird visual experience. I want to see the story.
There were scenes
So
where I forgot that, like whole stretches of the movie where I was like, oh right, this is in 3D.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it anymore because it was in 3D.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
yeah.
I think the 3D is a lot better than the old 3D, and I think it's pretty amazing how it looks.
Yeah.
But still, if it was in regular, it didn't add
You don't have
anything
to
nice.
see this in 3D
Yeah.
to enjoy it at all. No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I don't know.
You could just save your money and get
Yeah.
the cheaper 2D ticket.
Yeah.
There were some parts where I was like, oh, I wish this wasn't in 3D for this part for this.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like the action scenes is like, okay, if the action scenes were in 3D, I think I would be fine.
I mean that in a different way,
Oh, okay, well.
but it'll be.
I feel like
Fine.
it's like reading a book, but the book, all the letters are like popping out at you, and it's like, okay, I'll get used to this, and then it doesn't matter to me at all. I'd rather just read because I'm not reading the book for my letters to pop out at me,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
the letters did pop out when they would show like a place. It would say the place's name.
Yeah.
And that kind of distracted me from the rest of the movie. I was like, ooh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, it just
Yeah.
kind of threw me off. It was like Sam said, you forget there's a lot of
Yeah.
stretch, and then all of a sudden it's like blam, blam. It's like, oh, fuck, that's right, okay.
Yeah.
You know? All
Yeah,
right.
I could have
settle down.
just. I guess I would prefer to see it in 2D just because I don't feel like wearing glasses the whole
Yeah.
time I'm watching
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd recommend watching it in 2D.
His face. Yeah.
But the movie was good. Like, that's just the end of the day. I'll give it probably a good 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, so you agree with 7 out of 10?
Uh,
Now we can get right into spoilers, so we don't have to try to keep tiptoeing.
no, I think I'd give it a. No,
Tiptoeing?
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
Is that a jab at me, Rick?
No, I would say tip fingering. His name is Pointy, by the way.
I don't know if you guys can see. I cut the tip of my finger off at work. Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that just went completely left turn.
Yeah.
So, I'd say 7 out of 10. Sam's saying
8.
8 out of 10. Mom,
I think 9 because I really enjoy the Guardian of the
you
Galaxy.
do really.
movies,
Those
yeah.
are your favorite ones.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
say anything besides a number out of 10,
Penguins.
I gave it 2 fingers up, minus a little bit of each finger.
was that like
Giving him
1.8?
ammunition now. Say, here, fire this.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Son of a bang!
Yeah, I don't know. I guess a 7 or an 8 or I don't.
The Seinfeld.
I enjoyed the movie,
Represents Seinfeld.
but I didn't enjoy it enough to like.
Seinfeld representation.
I'm ready to
7 is
move
good.
on.
7 is good.
Yeah.
Like 10 out of 10 is Endgame. Sorry, that's the truth. So I kind of compare it to that, like, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I rewatched the movie The Watchmen recently, and that just kind of ruined my standards for superhero movies for a while. I think because that movie's so good. It's such like a critically good movie compared to that movie. All Marvel movies are kind of like,
You know who loves that movie?
me.
Trixie Mattel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
You don't
have
like that
not
movie?
Seen that?
Me neither.
Is it a whole different set of superheroes?
It's like
What
it's
you don't seem to
it's graphic
understand.
novel.
I'm not trapped in
Oh.
here
So
with
it's not
you.
like comics book.
You're stuck in
Oh,
here
okay.
with
And
me.
it's-
You don't
so
think
it's
that's a
not-
fucking?
it's not superhero.
Hey,
And
what
we have
is it?
2
2004 was
conversations
like
going
20
on.
years ago.
I know.
Yeah, they're talking about Trixie Mattel. What?
No, we're talking about Watchmen.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I want to be part of this conversation. What were I saying? There you go.
I was like, oh, you're talking about
Were you saying positive things about the movie I love?
He was saying that Trixie Mattel really likes Watchmen.
Before we get into spoilers, I'm gonna stop you guys for a second. We said our numbers: 7, 9, 8, 9. You say
7.
7. So that's our final verdict. Go see the movie if you haven't. It's really good. See it. I would recommend 2D, but you know if you want to see it in 3D, it wouldn't hurt too bad. So with that being said, if we don't see you in the spoiler section, be great to yourself, be good to others. Tell somebody you care about, make their day better. Trust me on that. Peace, guys. And welcome to the spoiler section. Gotta give enough space for me to cut. So,
Right.
Welcome to the cool kids sector.
Yeah.
why do you always gotta be rude to the people?
To the people watching the review without actually seeing the things, you get a little made fun of.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing. You go to watch a review. Like I avoided all the
Learn
review.
life.
I avoided all the review shows about it that I've watched.
You hear
so
that,
I-
RT's fans? He just called you dumb.
I did
You're
not.
like a-
Shut up! What? I love every single one of you, except for Jerry. Fuck Jerry.
Yeah,
No.
fuck you, Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Fuck
guy.
that guy.
Now, in your defense, audience, this being called dumb is coming from 4 people that did this for 15 minutes without the camera being.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and one person that thought that the Beastie Boys was the Bee
What's
Gees.
the Bee
Yeah.
Gees?
And also, none of us knew that we were seeing a 3D movie until we were in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I stuck my hand in a machine at work and cut the tip of my finger off.
Yeah.
So can you really trust me either?
People are like, I don't even know. I don't even want these people's opinion.
Yeah.
They don't think they have their act together.
Or they're just like,
Well, okay. I'm just gonna go
Do they
ahead
need
and
help? Can we
unsubscribe.
help you?
Don't do that. Don't unsubscribe. If you like this kookiness, though, subscribe.
You're our people.
Which one of us is dumber? Put that in the comment section. The one getting 3D without realizing getting 3D, the one cutting his finger off, the one that tries to do a podcast with his family and never can keep it in control, or the one that thinks the Beasties and the Beastie Boys are the same people. Okay. You trying to get the vote? You want that vote, don't you? He wants it. He wants it. He gets completely nothing for
Yeah,
winning.
over him.
He wants it. But anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy spoiler section. We talk about we have differences when it comes to the 3D, but as far as the story, you were talking about how Rocket had a great arc. I agree. We do see a lot of his past. He was pretty much tortured, made some friends, lost some friends, which was actually really sad. Like I was like, damn, I didn't think I could feel sad for a fucking otter.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
An otter we just met. Like
Yeah.
it felt like she'd been in every single movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing was very disturbing. Like, not overly disturbing. It's not like I'm
Right.
You know,
Traumatized. but
yeah, I'm not. I don't need therapy now.
Just the right amount of
Yeah, like that's not.
Just the right amount of
Yeah. Yeah, just the like that rabbit. The rabbit was kind of freaking me out.
That's my favorite.
Really? Every time I looked at it, I was like,
It looked like that
Go
metal
down there.
jaw Titan from Attack on Titan.
Yeah, well, he was like, who are the guys from Pinhead?
Oh yeah.
Xenobite or Cinnabite?
Yeah,
Cenobite? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a rabbit Xenobite.
Yeah. It had like they put spider legs on them for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, rabbits are faster than robotic spider legs. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the villain from this was actually the kid from Toy Story.
It was just Sid
Yeah.
who somehow got on a rocket and went into space. But this guy, so what do they call him? Like the creator or
The
something?
High Evolutionary.
The high. Yeah, he's not really a visionary though. Because if you're taking a fast animal like a rabbit and you're like, let's put spider legs on it
Yeah.
to make the best creature for a planet, are you really doing that when you're taking away its attribute?
Right. Like you said, he was just weeding out kinks, trying different things.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. The whole progression of he started out with like actual animals, throwing them onto, just fucking them up with parts or whatever, and then onto that machine where he could make them progress,
Yeah.
and then on from that to the next thing, and that was interesting. As far as just like, I don't know how science goes. I mean, not that science is doing that, but
That's like, yeah.
Never know. That's how
You never
COVID
know.
started.
Huh?
Tried to turn a rabbit into a human, and then COVID. Thanks.
But yeah, I felt so sorry for him with oh my god, the end where he's like all the little baby raccoons that he's freeing them, and they're all like
Clinging to him.
yeah.
Just like that gift from Tarzan. I'm its mother now.
Yeah, he just listened to Phil Collins.
Yeah.
You be my heart. Two worlds, one family. But yeah.
I did like the scene in that movie where all the animals got out, and then they went to those people's campsite and they started playing music on like their pots and like. That was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool little musical number they did.
How do you get me every time? You make it sound like you're actually going to talk about the movie, and then at the last second, when I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm interested to hear your opinion," it's fucking
Nonsense.
nonsense, man. Maybe next time, put your head in the thing, see what happens.
That's so mean. She told me to put my head in a router.
Just messing with you, maybe.
Oh.
So anybody else kind of get the feeling that the main villain? I can't. His name's stupid.
The High Evolutionary.
High evolution.
High Revolution.
Face off, man.
It's basically what it looks like.
I'm glad they showed his face at the end because I knew,
Something was wrong with his face.
Well, I knew that Rocket
The
fucked
fact
his
that-
shit up in that one scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, how don't they show us what Rocket did to
It
him?
makes a lot more sense.
Oh.
Like if they hadn't shown his face, it wouldn't make as much sense why he's going after Rocket so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes sense why he's going crazy over finding this.
Yeah, well, Rocket had every right to fucking do it.
Right.
Oh, I was convinced enough of just that one scene of him. It was his brain. I was like, oh yeah, that guy's crazy. He wants the brain. I didn't need any more than that.
Well, the dude watched fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze and just did the same fucking thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
basically what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was taking animals and making mutated humanoid versions of them. He just wasn't using them for his army. He was just like, I want to make a whole other world, which was exactly like ours, but mutated.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, this is the perfect world. A cockroach just sold crack to
Right.
a couple of bunny people. What do you mean?
Which I'm sad I missed that part.
Yeah.
I had to get up and pee. Did you notice that like every single one of us had to get up and pee, which is very
I did.
strange.
It was
to
a
see.
3-hour long movie.
I just
2
got up the
hours,
one
22
time. The other
minutes.
time I just pee roasted.
Yeah.
Nice.
right,
It's like,
right.
I'm not getting up again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pee.
Nice. So if you got a wet chair at the
Me,
7,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You learning your bathroom manners from the casino.
Yep. Next time I'm
She's
just wearing a diaper next time.
buying you a gamer bucket for the next movie. But yeah, I didn't really like the villain too much. Like, I will say that.
Like you thought he was boring.
I thought he was pretty boring. Yeah,
Okay.
I felt like compared to other villains, he was just pretty boring.
Yeah, he was
agree.
kind of boring in parts, and then like overacting or over something in other parts. Like all of a sudden he'd be like all like crazy in your face. Like,
Well, he's supposed to be a mad scientist.
oh well, yeah.
Well, I know he's supposed to be
I mean,
a
I
mad
didn't-
scientist,
I
but
didn't
like,
hate him or anything. I just He wasn't the most interesting part of the movie to me, I
Right.
guess. Yeah.
Right.
Well, we've also had what? We've had over 30 Marvel villains. Like some of them are going to be
Yeah.
Better than others, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, well, and I mean, think of the last one. What was the last one? Was that Thor? Was that Thor that we saw? Was that the last one we saw in theaters?
No, Quantum Realm.
Oh, Quantum. So yeah, you go from Kang.
Yeah.
If I just spoiled that movie, you're whatever.
Yeah.
But you go from Kang to this.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't like Kane either, or whatever that guy's name is.
I don't remember who
Kang,
came
yeah.
out.
Honestly, I didn't like. I didn't.
He's got
I
the
like.
face.
I like this guy more than I like
Oh.
Kang.
Really?
I fucking hate
Well,
it.
you're in a world of hate for the whole rest of this.
I know. I'm not excited.
I think I like the guy today better than that. The weird blue guy in the legs or
Yeah?
whatever.
Really?
Yeah. He was freaking me out.
Like,
Oh no,
Right.
no, not the face.
Not the
No,
big
no,
face.
not-
hair thing.
No, the guy, his master.
yeah, the guy
Oh.
he was working for.
The
I
guy
don't
who
remember what he
was
looked like.
Oh.
Must have blanked him out. I don't know. I just remember the guy with the. I apparently don't like any kind of body part attached to a bunch of legs.
It's not your thing.
Okay, yeah.
Not your bag.
I guess
I know what to put around my house this Halloween. Yeah, I don't know. That was really the only thing I had a problem. I was like, yeah, I don't really like this villain.
That's fair.
Oh, they did have my new favorite Marvel character though, which is the space dog.
That dog, he was actually in the first one too.
I forgot
Was
that
he?
dog.
Yeah, but
He was
like
in the
a-
collector's thing. It was like an Easter egg, but people loved it so much they started slowly adding them in the
Oh.
other ones.
Was it him?
Or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, oh, that could be. Had like a Russian hooker.
Which I got a kick out of the collar. Like the talking collar. Like I instantly went updid it. But you know, but the fact that like, you know, he called her bad dog and she got so offended.
Yeah.
Like as if he just called her the worst word
It's like a
possible.
slur.
It's like a slur to dog. Take
I
that
know,
back.
that-
You don't mean it.
I'm never gonna tell a dog is a bad dog again. I'm gonna go, like.
Yeah, right.
I'm still calling
Oh,
mine
shit,
bad
what was
dog.
I
Be offended.
talking about before that? Oh,
The
I
villain.
forgot that dog had telekinesis, and
Oh.
so like when it was like doing its thing, like when the two ships came together, I was like, "You're gonna pose at them? Like, what's happening?"
She's like, point!
Yeah.
Like, oh, thanks. Yeah, we know it's there.
Right.
Yeah, so basically, Gamora's not even around. Like, I mean, she's around, but she's not with the Guardians.
Right.
Yeah.
She's joined the Ravengers, Sylvester Stallone, which I forgot was even
Oh
a
yeah.
character in. Like, he was in the second one, and I totally forgot about it. But kind of glad he got kind of a bigger part in this one. Done a lot more.
Yeah, instead of just having their own movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well, people were talking about that. They were like, well, that they wanted that because they had the end of the second one, the last one.
there's an end credit.
End credit scene of that group,
Oh.
like suiting up, like they're gonna go.
Oh
fuck some
yeah.
shit up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
No.
Oh.
I wanted that.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, well, you also think whatever you said, Mystery Men or whatever.
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
You also think something dumb.
Yeah, but you also think, you know, your thoughts. And nobody likes you anyway.
You put your thin finger in around her.
Yeah, you thought it'd be a good idea to put your finger in a row. So much sympathy for this family.
I know, yeah.
She
hear the symphony.
we love each
again
other,
from
but
the
we'll
guys
call
at
each
work.
other an
I
idiot.
bet.
What?
I said you should hear the symphony or symphony.
Symphony. Walked in the other,
My fault.
Alright, well. That was interesting.
You should go to the symphony, Rick. All right, what's going on? What's the next step of this podcast? We're hitting a lot of data
I don't
here.
fucking know.
Yeah.
What title is this? A review of Guardians Volume 3, I guess.
Usually you walk us through the movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess I'll do that then. So I'm trying to remember. Like
I know.
it was like I said, almost a 3-hour long movie.
Well, it started with
It started
everyone
with
being so sad.
yeah. It started with Well, we did. I guess we weren't really supposed to know for some reason, but it's obvious. Baby Rocket getting grabbed from a cage, and then now he's saying all of a sudden it shows him up. They got nowhere, and it's like the headquarters was Guardians of the Galaxy now.
Yeah,
which was cool. Star-Lord is a drunk because he's upset about Gamora thing. Depressed, yeah. What was that guy's name? Archangel or something like that? Like the gold guy.
Adam Warlock?
Dude, I don't remember.
Name Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, a lot of people in this movie a lot of the villains have stupid names.
Do you not know who Adam Warlock is?
No, I do. I just couldn't remember the fucking name.
Oh.
So sue me.
I don't know who he is.
Well, he was
in the end credit of the second one. People got all excited for it. He's technically not even done right.
Right, well, because in the comics he's like a really big actor in the Infinity Stone War.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they didn't bring him in time, so they fucked him up, his whole character up, basically.
Yeah, because they fired James Gunn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I did love him though.
Did you like him?
Yeah.
Was he? Is he the guy who plays the Jedi in the Jedi games?
Yeah.
No,
No?
that's Cameron Monaghan.
Oh, no, he's the guy
They
from
look
Meet
a
the
lot
Millers.
alike. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's the guy from We're the Millers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that okay? All right. I knew I recognized him from somewhere, and
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah. Well, he gets bit by a spider.
Yeah.
That's Spider-Man.
Okay. So that the Warlock comes for Rocket because it turns out those people were made by the main villain, Visionary,
Yeah.
Evolutionary.
whatever.
He's
It's a dumb name.
Yeah.
Ow!
It's stupid.
He's
Why?
trying to evolve a greater.
And he's high
group
F. No.
He's what?
He's high.
Well,
The high
I mean, all the other villains had like either one name, like Kang, like Thanos. Those are easy to remember. This dude has like a sentence for a fucking name.
The guy from what's the bad guy's name from Ragnarok?
Nobody gives a...
The Elder.
What's her name?
What?
Elder. The Elder.
From
The
Ragnarok?
Grandmaster.
That wasn't the
Grand
bad guy.
Master.
Jeff Goldblum.
That wasn't the bad guy.
Yeah, that wasn't the bad
That was
He's
guy.
not a
Helena.
good guy.
Huh?
He's not a good guy.
Well, no, but he wasn't the main bad guy. That was Helena.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Huh?
Hella.
Whatever. Helena.
Yeah, it was Helena.
Yeah.
You're not allowed on the next one. But my point is, they're very easy to remember names. He has one that's kind of makes me forget. So if I call him Visionary, get over it.
Do you guys actually like the villain from the Quantum?
Yes, I do.
I don't like the actor. I don't like I'm more excited for what he's gonna do.
I can't picture anything
Okay.
about what he looks like.
Blue face, he has like the tear marks streaking down from his eyes. Purple helmet. Fighting Michelle Pfeiffer.
He would have a blue screen go in front of his face sometimes.
Huh.
He's an African American dude.
No.
Car just drove by.
I just remember the big face on the legs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not that guy.
No.
It's not that guy. It's definitely not that guy.
Um,
But anyway,
actually, I think I did like this. Well, I did like this villain. I thought his lines were great. And
Oh,
the way he spoke.
I didn't dislike him. I just didn't really like him. Like Thanos is a really cool bad guy.
You weren't afraid of him.
Yeah. I just thought he was.
Yeah, he did seem kind of fishy.
Yeah, he was just, and maybe because of what he was doing, especially with the animals, he was like evil, but like a different kind of evil. He was more like an
Slow,
evil.
murdering evil.
Yeah, well, he was more like an evil that's actually existed in this world.
Right.
Like, there's been people who did experiments on people, like that kind of shit.
kind of like
Um,
Lex Luthor is the Superman.
Yeah.
Very
Very
boring.
offhand.
Yeah,
Because
very
he never
bland.
actually he really tried not to like be the fighter.
Right.
He only did like when people turned against him.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
Or
you
if he
know,
was fighting that rodent.
I don't know. I just hated how he talked. It just annoyed me. It's like, dude, take a fucking Xanax, bro. Settle down. Holy crap.
he was like too spazzy.
Yeah,
certain
it was
parts,
like
yeah.
it was like holy. You might as well Jim Carrey would be calmer playing you right now. Like holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just maybe this is how. Maybe now I'm experiencing how you experienced Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's just like in the comics he's more calmer, and this dude's kind of just like, give me fucking Operation 2-6 or whatever, you know, like constantly that way. It's like, dude. Fucking, the only time he was calm was when he was ignoring Chris Pratt for a minute.
Yeah.
Writing his review on his Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I think the bad guys are better when they're more like serious and calm and just like.
Well, some can be sporadic, like the Joker is sporadic, but
he's crazy.
his characters make sense.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, because the character was going crazy. He was losing his mind. He was obsessed with finding this thing that he was looking for like a decade at least, and then almost had it in his grasp, and then brain.
The other thing, have you ever read like any of the comics, or did you do any research on him at all?
On this?
Yeah, on this villain.
No.
Okay, because that also might be why you like him, which kudos. But like, I know him.
Mazel tov.
Well, like in the comics, he's more calm and collected.
Right.
So this guy's doing the complete opposite of what the.
Well, he starts that way.
Even when he's trying to be calm and collective, I don't feel him being calm and collective. Like
So it's
I
your
just don't have
problem.
that. Huh?
So it's your problem.
No.
Well,
Mom's agreeing with what I'm saying.
What is his
Yeah.
name in the comics? Is it still the High
Evolutionary.
Evolutionary or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like the name either.
What's wrong with you people?
I don't know.
It's a title, not a name.
It's a title, but it's not a name.
Marvel
Right.
movies used to have cool villains, damn it. Thanos, Killgrave,
Well,
Red
Mandarin.
Skull. What?
Well,
The
like-
original Mandarin.
Like Thanos,
Yeah.
like Thanos had an alias, right? You had the children of Thanos. You had what did he say? What did they call Thanos? He was like the Conqueror or something like that.
The Mad Titan.
The Mad Titan.
Yeah, that's cool.
But he wasn't. They didn't call him Mad Titan throughout the whole movie. They called him by his actual name, Thanos. This dude.
Maybe he doesn't like his name. Maybe it's like Phil Bergine.
Phil Regine.
Listen, Phil. I mean, like I even like Christian Bale's villain in Love and Thunder. He was an interesting villain.
Oh, yeah, I
I
liked
liked
him.
him.
Yeah,
He was
he's a
interesting.
great villain.
Too bad the rest of them
Love and
movies.
Thunder. I saw that one.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did. We did a review. Well, no, I don't think we did a review on that
Christian
one.
Bale's in that?
Yeah, he
I
played
didn't,
the
know, I
villain.
didn't know until the end either. I saw the end credits. I was like,
The
that's
pale
Bale.
dude?
He was
The pale
villain.
dude?
The like pure white dust. Looked like he just came out of a chimney ash. Nasty teeth.
Apparently, I go to these
Yeah.
movies and then I leave the theater and I blank out the whole experience.
But anyway, we're just how much time is on that?
2.5 hours.
42 minutes.
Really, it feels longer than that, to be honest. So, anyway,
Gotta get the windows. I have a sinus thing. Sorry, I got. I was in a dusty pole barn all week.
Are we waiting on her?
I don't know. I'm crying.
Um,
I don't know. I just didn't like the feel. Like it just. I just didn't.
I just don't think you get the character progression.
Character
The
progression.
Character development from scientist. Guy losing his mind.
Well, I don't
Because,
think...
I mean, he killed
But I
his whole
have
crew.
seen
He
that
was
done
really
before and
risk
done
his whole
better.
shit at the end just to get this fucking raccoon. You know?
But I've seen that done better.
Well, yeah, but this is an Avengers movie. This is just.
Seen what done better?
The character arc he's describing of Doctor to Mad
Oh.
Scientist. I'm just saying I've seen that in other movies done better where I actually liked the villain. This villain, I didn't like him.
Oh.
Fuck me. I have that right to have that opinion. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not stopping you. I'm just judging you.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm with Red. I'm with RT on this one.
But so
Oh.
RT.
Rocket.
Rikida.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
He said RT.
Yeah.
I said Ricky the, not Ricky the Warrior, just Ricky the.
That's just a shortened version.
I remember that guy.
Jesus.
Have Have you met this man? Nope. So, no.
I hope it never occurs that I'm the only sole witness to some kind of violent crime, because I'd be like, I don't fucking know. Like, did you see the whole thing happen? Yeah. Who was the guy? I don't know.
I'm the same way. I always worry I'm going to witness something that they're going to have to question me. I'm going to be like, he had 2 legs,
yeah,
2 arms, and a
he
head.
was somewhere between short and tall, and had some kind of skin color. I don't remember. That's the guy from. Oh, yeah, I don't remember him either.
Jesus.
I don't have so much room in my brain. I'm listening to history podcasts. I don't have storage room.
I mean, that does go to the point, though. I mean, you remember all the cool villains.
Well, that's true. I remember Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanos.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanos? That's a sister.
I feel like these
Anytime.
movies, they're really dropping the ball in terms of villains lately.
Yeah.
Their
I
villains
like-
in this phase definitely have not been as good as past phases.
I remember Loki.
Right.
Loki's a good character. He's got a good arc, right? He's like a bad guy, but like a bad guy with a history where you can kind of see why he's kind of a bad guy, and then he kind of like isn't.
Well, he's not even really like a bad guy. He's the god of mischief. I mean, how do you expect him to
just
be?
doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like Satan, you know? I mean, if there was a Satan, and all these church people are like, because of Satan, it's like, he's just doing...
Right, yeah.
Like,
He's following orders.
can you imagine Satan's just like in hell? He's just like, I'm just trying to get my job done. Everybody's on my case.
You have been recording this whole time, right, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just double checking something else that just popped in my head, but we're all good. Alright.
Okay.
Anyway, so Rocket gets hurt in the first like 5 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They try to use med packs, but there's a kill switch on his heart because of the fucking Sam. I'm just gonna point at you.
Oh, because of the code.
Yeah, when did they get fucking video game level healing packs in the Marvel universe?
Well, it's space.
Yeah, they're
They're
They're like-
flying around in space. They can't have healing packs?
yeah, anything.
Everything. Any alien movie has better technology than we have, dude.
So they couldn't have gotten fucking med packs for like all of the other situations they were in? Were there like a bunch of like plots where
They
like
probably didn't
this
have any
person's
stock.
injured? And
They
we
probably
need
didn't have
to-
any in stock.
No,
Yeah.
The Hulk.
They don't always have time to
Sand.
store.
that's on Earth.
Earth's in space.
I mean, fair point. Can't argue that.
That's true.
No, it's not. Earth is Earth.
I did like that whole thing about how, I don't know, people on Earth live like 50 years. 50 years? Why bother?
Yeah. Well, he's also going by like 80 standards.
Yeah.
So, you know, like.
Yeah, people only got to 50.
Huh?
People only got to 50 and 8.
Well, statistics, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
Medieval, like.
Yeah.
Which makes. So, they find out his heart's got a kill switch, so if they revive him or if he dies, they'll, I guess, kill him. You need a code
From the High Revolutionary. That's what you
from the High Revolutionary. Fucking dumb name.
The Pie Revolutionary.
It's not a name.
The fucking Khan cosplaying character. That's another thing that bugged me. He looked too much like the other guy.
Yeah,
Like Khan.
I agree.
He had a purple outfit.
He was like Khan mixed with Red Skull.
Yes.
Are you guys trying to say Kang?
Kang. Yeah,
Whatever.
Khan
I like
Mortal
Red Skull.
Kombat.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Red Skull was good.
And I remember what it looks like.
There you
I
go.
like all the bad guys that I can remember what they look like.
Anyway, not
Oh.
Okay.
these are just opinions, by the way. I still enjoyed the movie. Like, you might hear me complaining, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It
it's a
was
good
still
movie. I like
funny. It had its moments. That,
Oh yeah,
you know,
oh yeah.
none of this made me go, I can't stand this movie. I still gave it a 7 at the end of the day.
So-
I feel like this movie, some of the Marvel movies I go to with you guys, I'm kind of sitting there and thinking, I'm not that invested. I don't care that much. You know, like, but this movie, right away when they showed the little baby raccoons, I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Like,
Don't hurt the raccoons!
yeah.
You sons of bitches!
So I feel like this movie it engages you. Like, you
Yeah.
need it to turn out okay for Rocket.
Well, and
Because Rocket's a cool character anyway.
yeah, and to have him hurt and basically like out of it throughout the whole movie,
Yeah.
and you're not even sure if he's gonna make it or not because
Right,
it's very
yeah.
well done to where you don't
I
even
know.
know. If
I was really just like, oh my god, they actually did that.
Yeah, they killed Rocket? What the
Yeah.
yeah,
fuck?
And like to add on to you, they built up the fact that he is haunted by something, and tortured by his past.
Yeah.
But he's never went into it ever. It's like,
Right.
can we get some answers on this fucking, please?
Right.
You know,
Right.
so we'll get to it again later when I go through the story. But real quick, I think I would like the villain better if they actually portrayed him more twisted, like Gamora or not Gamora. What's her sister's name?
Nebula.
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 Listen.
Nebula.
Fucking arrest
That's the
me,
white
you
trash
fucking
version.
word people who think every word needs to be
Nebula
said
was the trailer.
perfectly. Nebula, she even said when they were like, "How come you never told us?" She even said because it was worse than what Thanos did to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I didn't have that feeling. Like if they would have made that where it would, you know, I didn't feel what she said coming from that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that help?
I feel like he should have been played more like this highly intelligent, twisted, but like quiet. Like you're wondering what the hell's going on in this guy's mind.
and have those few parts where he like breaks that into his like, get me him. You know,
yeah.
I would have, you know, but
yeah, like forceful, but not.
We keep getting on the same
But
topic. It
yeah.
keeps coming back, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I remember she said that, and I was like, but it doesn't feel like he was worse
Just
than
like, if you say
Thanos.
so.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, he just adds some robot arms, like, you know, compared to what I've seen Thanos do to you, you know.
Yeah.
We've seen
Right.
Thanos torture her before.
I just saw your head get knocked back and then reattach itself all
Yeah,
the way.
like, you know.
You're really sure that fucking
Yeah.
rocket with your
Well,
worst-
because this guy. Okay, here's the thing here's why I think the bad guy's not engaging. It's like he was doing experiments and stuff, and he was trying to, you know, which was horrible, and he's trying to do this thing that he's trying to do, right? But Thanos was getting pleasure out of torturing her, you know? Like, I think he enjoyed it to a certain extent, and I think that's what this bad guy was missing. Like, there needed to be some kind of sick, twisted to him to where he's like, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this too a little bit because I'm a sick fuck.
Right.
Yeah, and there wasn't any of that. He just, like, he didn't care.
yeah,
which
he
is
was
bad
very
now, but-
means to an ends, but
Yeah,
his ends also didn't really make any sense. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah, I will say that, like, I don't get your motive. Like, why bother?
And you know what? You said it right on the head. I didn't feel any motive for him to be anything he was.
Yeah.
It was just the way he was portrayed, and the motive didn't make sense. Because he would say one thing, it's like, okay, I get it. And then he would say something that kind of counteracted that, and it's like, wait, what? Sorry?
Like, they should have had some kind of scene or some kind of something where maybe one of his underlings even questions him or something like, well, why are we doing this particular experiment? Or why do you, and yeah, like some kind of response where he's just like, I can. Type of thing, like, oh, this is just for enjoyment because I'm sick.
Right.
You know, type of give you that impression of like, yeah, this guy's just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was just, I'm just trying to do this thing, and if
Yeah.
you know, I have to do all this to do that, well.
And again, we're not saying the movie's bad because of this. It's just our opinion.
Yeah.
Some people might have loved it. I haven't watched any of the reviews yet that I usually watch. I wait till I watch the movie. But you know, but yeah,
Calling you out, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Rather than
Jimmy.
Jerry.
Jerry, yeah, not Jimmy. Jimmy's cool. Fuck Jerry. Fuck Jerry.
Sorry, Jeremy, didn't mean to offend you.
No, I meant it, Jimmy. I'll find you.
Yeah, the camera's over there.
Camera's over there.
Jimmy's like, well, it'll be easy because I'm weird.
Looks like there's some guy named Jimmy sitting over there like, don't you move from that spot.
I need to cut away to somebody like just tied up. So, all right, what is it? So
I have a thing.
okay.
So Adam Warlock wasn't in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
This is an end credit.
Right, it was just an end credit. But he was originally supposed to be in the movie to like really set up for Infinity War and Endgame and that shit.
Yeah.
But I remember James Gunn in an interview, he said he couldn't do there wasn't a way for him to do justice to Nebula's character and also include Adam Warlock as well. So he really wanted like both those characters to have the time in the sun and shine and arc. But
Are you gonna finish your?
I thought I was.
What just happened? I'm sitting there paying attention to you, and all of a sudden these two are losing their minds.
Philadelphia was walking to the bathroom, and then Bob started talking like a Death Eater. Just, I saw
Why did you give me Diet Coke? I should never hear that anyway. Okay, I'm listening. What were you saying?
So Adam Warlock was supposed to have. So that's why he wasn't in the second movie. So I was really expecting a lot more from his character than we ended up getting.
They just made him into a doofus.
Yeah,
A doofy mama's boy, basically.
right. Which I thought would have been a good beginning, but then he really didn't have anything.
They tried when he saved Star-Lord. I feel like that was supposed to be like his arcing moment.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's not really deserved.
Yeah,
Yes.
also they did a weird, like, touching fingertips thing, and I was
I
like,
know.
what is this? A
Oh.
fucking
yeah.
painting?
Create
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you get mama back?
Me too.
Sam too, I guess.
And me, please.
Joe
Thank
too.
you.
I have a Dr. Pepper. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll say thank you when you get it back.
Yeah, if you actually bring it, I'll thank you then.
So, and I'm not gonna remember these fucking planets' names. There's no fucking way.
Planets.
The planets, yeah.
There was
What
nowhere
planets?
counter Earth. The
Oh.
ship base.
Oh.
What?
Ship base.
The shit face.
Yeah, follow the Shiphacians.
Okay, yeah. So no, I the whatever the living organism planet was,
That was all on counter Earth.
No, the facility.
the facility.
The facility.
What the fuck?
Thank you. The place with the hammer.
Thank you.
Place with the hammer.
Where they had to go
Uh,
through the three shields to get
yeah.
for the.
The guy from Firefly.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, the fleshy base. Oh, yeah. Those are the parts where I was like, yeah, this doesn't need to be in 3D.
See, I think that was the best part
space
of the 3D
anus?
with all that.
You
Yeah,
didn't need to
space
see a
anus.
3D space anus?
No, yeah.
I did like how she just shoves their spacesuits out into space. Like, that are spacesuits going by?
And she realizes in the middle of them talking.
But I went off frame. Okay, hold on. We're getting fucking ahead. I'll try to
back
skip
on
through.
track.
This is good here.
Seriously,
So they leave nowhere to go. Nebula's got a contact. Gee, I wonder who it is. They go to the fucking flesh planet. I don't know what the fuck. Probably just said it, but I don't. Whatever.
Space anus.
Space anus. Yeah. It sounds like a.
Yeah, like some of the like that part didn't have to be that long. Like that movie didn't have to be that long. Like that them getting just into the fucking thing that I don't know. I feel like that kind of dragged out a little bit. I was
Yeah.
like, can we just get through this?
Yeah,
slow
No, we
and
needed
then-
the funny comedy of the bug girl floating around everywhere.
Yeah, some of it was kind of just like, look at this beautiful stuff that we can accomplish with our tech.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, but
Yeah.
but you have too much
This
story
isn't
into this.
Avatar. What do you think
Right.
this is?
Yeah.
James Gunn.
And they're dressed like Power Rangers
Mhm.
in their
Yeah.
spacesuits. I literally leaned to Joe and went, "Go, go, Power
I
Rangers!"
was like, oh, they look like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the bug lady cannot fall gracefully on her head and neck every single time.
Yeah, no question.
It's like, God damn!
That stunt double was like, are you fucking?
I want you to land on your head again.
It's like I'm not trying to get brain damage
Yeah.
here doing this.
It's like, we want you to land on your shoulder with your neck bent on that.
Like,
Thank you.
you know how you can break your neck if you fuck up a fall? We want you to do that fall.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we want you to do. So that's when the Ravagers show up. Gamora's with them. They give them the suits to get to the place. They get in there. Hijinks ensues. Drax and the bug girl, I can't think of her name either.
Mantis.
Mantis. Yeah.
Mantis. Hey, good job. So Drax and Mantis, they go, I don't know, like the main lobby, I guess, or like the ship spot.
Yeah. Forgot what they were supposed to do. I like
Best
their-
part was when she made the security guard hit on Drax.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
funny
yeah.
as shit. She's like, you are deeply in love with him. It's like, damn.
And he's like, ugh. like he can tell like that was the 1,000th star.
Well, he
in that
even says when they
situation.
leave, when they're walking away, he's like, "You do that every time."
She just can't stop laughing.
Yeah, that was so funny. I like her character just because she's like a little child. It's so funny.
I love their arc.
Yeah.
This whole,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get together. That's my future Guardians prediction.
Yeah,
is that they get together.
She's gonna come back a fucking badass.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see that in the future too.
Yeah.
She just leaves with those big ass monster things that they fought in the first. Those are the same ones they fought in the second
That's how
one,
they
right?
opened the first movie. Yeah, it's fighting one of those things.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh
thought.
yeah.
In the second movie, it wasn't the first.
Sorry,
It was the
this is
second.
the first scene in the second movie.
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
have to say.
Yeah, when Baby Groot's dancing.
Yeah.
Mom, were you upset that there was no Baby Groot?
Oh.
You had more like teenage fucking Vin Diesel Groot
Like,
for some
yeah,
reason.
no,
Jock Groot.
No, I thought Groot was
Who
cool.
was carrying? He was a jock like, but he was carrying.
Yes.
He was a
Yeah.
nice. He was a good nice.
Do you think?
Himbo.
Do you think that Groot? Maybe you know this. Maybe it's in the comics. I don't know. Does he have control over if people understand him or not? Because like that girl,
don't think
Gamora,
so.
didn't understand him the
No,
whole movie,
I
and
think
then
it's
she
like-
did.
It's
I
like
think
a
it's like
legit
droids.
language you just have to learn.
Yeah.
And it's like it depends on the way it's said, maybe.
Yeah.
I think is what
Well,
it
that's a
is.
hell of a lot to get out of. He says, "I am Groot," and someone's like, "Oh, he said it."
Yeah, but he
Right.
says it in different tones sometimes and stuff, and I think
Well,
that's.
yeah, but
I think there's a slight difference in every time he says
Mhm.
it, and I think it's like any other language. Like I don't know Spanish, but like I've
there's
heard
more
people.
than 3 words in Spanish.
Well, no,
Yeah.
listen. Would you let me fucking? I don't know Spanish, just like she doesn't know his language, which is the 3 words. But like, I went to Fenville and I learned okay, when they're saying their words a certain way, a certain tone. Oh, he's mad at him.
Mhm.
Oh, they're joking around. You know, it's like even though I didn't know what they're saying, I could tell what the mood was. Like I could read the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
But they respond like they know exactly what he says.
because they learned his language, just
Yeah.
like I would if I learned Spanish.
Right, but Spanish has more than 3 words. We're back to the beginning of the
No,
conversation.
you're not. I don't understand
It's
why
like
it's just so
in,
confusing.
It's like in Infinity War, Rocket is surprised when Thor can understand Groot. He goes, "You can understand him." And he
Hmm.
goes, "Yeah, it was an elective. They taught it on Asgard."
Yeah,
Oh, huh.
yeah. So it's like a language.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a straight up language. It's just
All right.
yeah, it's 3 words.
I was with
but-
Mom. I thought maybe it was like some sort of magic. Once you love him,
Well, you're
you
still
can
with Mom. I can-
speak him
Yeah.
or whatever.
You're still well. That is what happened because we could start to understand.
Yeah, you watch the movies like, "I am Groot." You're like, "I know, right? That's what I'm saying, Groot."
telling you. Groot knows me.
Yeah. So I like
Uh,
Groot in this. He was.
Yeah, I love Groot.
And he,
Bring it.
there was times though I was like, you could have done that a couple movies ago, bro.
Yeah.
There was a couple little new powers he had all of a sudden. It's like,
Yeah, you'd have been very useful.
yeah.
I like the whole multi-arm gun thing.
Yeah.
That was cool, yeah.
Awesome.
That was cool. They'll make it a glider out of him.
Oh,
turn
yeah.
it-
Yeah.
on his back out of nowhere so he can glide down.
He's
Well-
like, I'm just gonna be a clump of roots in whatever shape I fucking feel.
Does
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
get like does he evolve every time he gets destroyed? Does he come back like better? Is he like that
I
sort
don't
of a
know,
thing?
but it kind of makes you wonder, like, what stage he was at in the first movie. When,
Because the first one
Yeah.
he was tall and skinny,
yeah,
Mhm.
and now he's been destroyed a couple times, and now he's a thick fucking tank.
right. Yeah,
You
now
know?
he's huge. Now he's like
Fuck around, find out.
Like,
14 feet tall now.
like he's got
Right.
scar tissue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's callousing up.
Yeah.
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 That's a no. I could do some more research on Groot because I don't really know too much. I didn't really know anything about Guardians until I watched these movies.
Yeah.
So but where were we in the story?
I think we were talking about how
Oh, they were in
the
the
Watchmen
thing.
was.
No, shut up with your Watchmen bullshit. I would give you the TV show, but you're saying the old movie, and I just Anyway, we're not getting into that. We're staying on topic, damn it. So, while they're in the lobby, Drax and Mantis, Gamora, Star-Lord, and was Nebula with them? I couldn't remember if
I
she
thought
was
you were
with them
talking
or
about
not.
the name.
Well, I couldn't remember if Nebula was with them or not.
Wait, so where are we? Oh, we're in the fleshy base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah,
Star-Lord.
she was with them
Yeah.
because they had that whole argument about whether they're gonna kill somebody or not.
Right. one stupid guy that nobody loves.
Well, now you're just making it sad.
So that was So
I like that at the end where he talks the language of those little kids,
yeah.
and they're like, "Why didn't you say you could talk the language?" He's like, "Why didn't you ask?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
like
you
there
thought
you go. You tell them.
Right.
Guys,
Well,
Like,
I
y'all
can't
think I'm so
figure it out.
dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, maybe we didn't ask because you are dumb and you don't know anything.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's like
What do you mean?
you've never known any other language before. You've never been useful in this way. Sorry, we didn't know that of you.
Hey, Drex, do you know quantum mechanics? 'Cause
Yeah.
we're just checking. I mean, you showed no signs of knowing that, but we just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure.
You barely get us our language.
Well, I still like that.
So they get the sphere, but obviously security finds out they're there. Big fight ensues. Obviously they get out. It gets close though. They almost lose.
Yeah, the hammer almost takes out Drax. Never seen Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog?
No.
No.
I like Mantis, the way Mantis fought.
Yeah. Did a couple of ass kickings and then just made people do weird shit. Like,
Oh.
if you
Yeah.
want to dance, you're a cat.
Yeah. Just disabling people out of battle.
Yeah.
She should have done more of that, though, I think. Because
Yeah.
later she battles and doesn't do any of that. Seems kind of, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
they should have her using her power a lot more because she's got a cool power.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, no one can get close to her. You have to get her to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would be one, yeah, you definitely would have to shoot at or something. So they get out of that. The sphere, however, that they got from there did not have the code because the main guy's name,
The
main
High
guy,
Evolutionary.
revolutionary. yes.
Evolutionary.
Evolutionary.
How am I can't
The
say it,
ev-
and then you
the
immediately get it wrong.
evolutionary. Shut up, we're moving on. The evolutionary had one of his henchmen delete the code, so they had to go to the alternate Earth. Right? What? Did you have something for that one?
I want to know what that guy is from. That guy with creepy blue eyes. He's from something.
I don't
What?
know. I didn't
Creepy blue
recognize
eyes.
him. So
Okay. On the Earth.
No,
Oh.
that little henchman that Vicky's talking about
Oh, little henchman.
that deleted the codes.
Oh, he was one of the dudes from the old Hercules. The guys with the... Oh, never mind. I brought up the wrong movie anyway. I was trying to make a Prince of Egypt joke. The dude, one of the dudes that's like pretend magic that turns
Oh.
into fucking
Yeah.
snakes or whatever.
The Steve Martin one.
Yeah.
Was he the guy with the thing on his head that they crashed his face into the?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder in this movie.
there is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Oh.
things in there. The
I wanna-
F-bomb got dropped,
That was great.
and I was like, "Whoa, shit!"
Yeah, which I knew before seeing the movie that they said the F word because I heard some people talking about it. But I don't know. I feel like they kind of wasted it. I was expecting it to be like at the end, Rocket confronts the guy and is like, "Fuck you" or something like that. But
I feel like that would have been too.
When did they say it to? When did they? I don't even remember.
When she was trying to get in the car.
yeah, he says, "Get in the fucking car."
When
Oh.
she couldn't figure out how to open a door, and he explains it. He's like, push the button. She goes, okay, now what? He goes, you open the fucking door. Like, he just got sick of her dumbassery or something like that. And like,
You know, I don't think. I bet it wasn't planned. I bet it was something
ad-libbed.
just like in the heat of all that acting and stuff. Yeah, and it just slept out.
And
like,
they're
in
just
the
like,
line,
you
and
know
it was
what?
Like, you know what? We like.
You know what? You flipped people off in the last couple movies.
That's true.
He's flipped.
Yeah.
In the first one, he did the famous reel up flip off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then in like Infinity War, he stuck that bomb at Thanos.
Booyah.
Booyah!
Yeah, and fell out of that portal.
And fell
He's
backwards.
that guy
So
from Crazy Rich Asians.
it's like maybe.
Oh yeah.
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 Would you like to share with the class?
Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No.
No, but I can at least now know what to look up. Crazy Rich Asians. Okay, that's the name of the show.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie you'd hate.
Okay,
It's-
but at least
it's about-
I can look up his picture now and put it up for you when you're trying to explain
Oh,
to people.
true. Yeah.
It's actually surprisingly that
Jurassic
movie's
Park.
about poor
Is it
Caucasians.
really?
Didn't he?
So
Oh,
Okay.
kind of weird.
Scientist.
that they
Oh,
called it
no,
that.
no.
What? The what? The fuck? We just had two conversations go again. Yeah.
It's 'cause they're
It's the guy from
talking.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Guy from Jurassic Park.
Sorry, I just did a time warp, but I skipped over like 20 years.
Yeah. You mean the guy who was older than the guy is now in the 90s?
Yeah. Okay, we're back on track. What?
Are we?
This ain't gonna be no 40 minutes. Like we're still in the. I have to say,
It's
I
already an
lost
hour,
track
so
of that whole That whole thing where they got the ball, and I don't even tell you were talking about it, I didn't realize they lost that ball or didn't have the code. Like, must not have.
Well, they didn't lose
that
the
whole-
ball. They plugged the ball into
Yeah.
Rocket, and the code that they were looking for wasn't there.
Oh.
And that's why they had to go, because the dude deleted it just before, because he bumps into him by accident while they're going to it.
Oh.
So he just did it. Like, they were, like,
Oh,
literally
yeah,
a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
minutes late.
Oh, and then they're like, I bet it's in that guy's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why they
yeah.
went to
Oh, that's
So
right.
then they go to the second Earth. What was it? Alternate
Counter
Earth?
Earth.
Counter
Counter
Earth.
Earth.
What? That's such a generic. Anyway.
What is that? Earth 2?
Yes. Easy. So they go to Counter Earth, which is just Earth with humanoided animals. Basically,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you've seen in pretty much any, like, cartoon at some point has an
The
episode.
main family that helps them, were they bat people? They look like bat people.
Yeah.
They were bats.
Okay.
They were bat people for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, that was Batgirl and Batman. Let's go. So
Which, if you were going to make a planet, of all the planets that we've seen, even in these movies, would you make another fucking Earth? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd make a corn planet.
well, I just feel like there's a prettier planet. Make another
That-
one of that planet.
that was funny.
What's the one planet where they go to and the Star-Lord's dad is there? No, he's Kurt Russell or whatever. I
Oh,
think.
Ego. Well, he was the planet.
He was the planet,
Oh,
though.
well, that's a nice planet. Make another one of those.
But it was a living planet that wanted to destroy everything else. You want to make a second evil
Don't
planet?
make that part.
Don't make that part. Cut that part out.
Yeah, but
Thank
make
you.
it pretty.
Make it-
Like that.
Yeah.
Mom could have said any other planet. She went, no, let's do the evil planet from 2.
Yeah, the one with the brain.
Well, he was trying
And then let's
to.
make Groot back into Baby Groot, and then perfect movie. Let's go.
He was trying to improve Earth, so he would just improve that planet that's already prettier than Earth. I don't know. He wasn't thinking.
Yeah, was he from Earth? Why do you even make another Earth?
That's what, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, why
I
did
thought
they
he
do
was
it
at one
different?
point, and then at
Yeah.
another point I thought they said that he wasn't. I don't fucking know.
He said he visited Earth.
He visited Earth.
and
So
he
Yeah.
liked that they had art.
Oh yeah, art and culture and symphonies and stuff.
Yeah, he was like, you guys had music.
When he was
Yeah.
saying that,
You made me whistle, so I was like, you get another one.
I didn't buy that whole thing. When he was saying that, I was like, really, the whole universe, we're the only ones with some fucking culture?
Yeah.
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 Come
From
on.
what I judged by the last 2 movies, there's some better culture out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, like...
And obviously he hasn't visited recently.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, he kidnapped a bunch of animals from Earth.
right.
There
Yeah.
had to have been more Earth stuff. That, like, otherwise, why wouldn't he have a bunch of aliens in cages?
Right.
Because if he's just an alien not from Earth, then it makes no... I mean, those are alien animals to him. It makes no
Right.
difference if they're all from Earth or not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was originally from Earth.
I don't know. Like I said, they made it. It was confusing.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell anything about him because it seemed like they would say something and counteract another. That's still a good movie.
Yep.
Yeah, except for all the parts with, like, the main plot of the villain. Everything else was very good.
So they go to that. They almost destroy a neighborhood. They get the car. They go to his place.
I like where the throws the ball and knocks out the little kid.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Like, we come in peace, and she just rolls it. Blam! That was funny. That was good stuff. Like the comedy was on par. It was.
Mhm.
I laughed my ass off.
That's why I
quite a
like the
bit.
Guardian movies, because they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go to the dude's ship that's like a pyramid. Like this is where it just kind of gets boring. Like I almost forget half of what happened. I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know Nebula got left outside because they can't have weapons inside.
Right.
And so they get there. Chris Pratt gets ignored for a while.
Right. Talks to the other guy, threatens him.
Yeah, and then that's when the evolutionary.
High evolutionary.
Because we don't even.
Be
are
happy
we,
I got evolutionary.
Are we
Yeah, get
supposed? Are we supposed to know it's a ship? Are we supposed to be
No,
surprised?
You're
You're
surprised.
supposed to be surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was surprised. I was like, oh, it's taken off. Look at that.
I don't know. I just like it might not help that that's when I had to use the bathroom too. Like I didn't realize the dude's
Now, I
mom
feel
got
like-
killed until Minna told me.
I think there's a lot of stuff that could have been cut. I don't think that movie needed to be this long.
Yeah.
I
I
could've
think it was
done-
the length. The length definitely hurt it. A little
Yeah,
Wait.
it drug in parts.
Who
and
got killed?
didn't
What
need
happened?
bit. The Warlock's mom, the gold girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I missed. Apparently there was a drug deal. I was in the bathroom during that.
It was a quick thing. They were driving by and it was showing like all these humanoids and how
Yeah.
they're pretty much just us.
Yeah,
There was
like
one that was beating the shit out of one for no reason in an
Yeah.
alley, and then another alley one was selling drugs to another, and
one was laying on a park bench with using a newspaper for a blanket.
like it was homeless.
So, and they were trying to get the impression of like, this is the new improved Earth. This is,
Right.
yeah, this is just us with, now we're weird animals. Like, yeah. I did like, funny that, I like when the son blows away the guy they're trying to interrogate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's like, let him know we mean business, and he just kills him,
Incinerated immediately.
incinerates him, and then takes his dog, I guess, or whatever space dog
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that was cute.
I did love that thing. It was like
Yeah.
a furry axolotl.
What?
It was like a furry axolotl.
Oh. I thought you said a furry enchilada.
So yeah, big fight ensues again. Star-Lord and Groot gets off while the other ones get on to save him. They get off the ship, so like that now they're just like having to redo it again. And yeah,
They
like,
get stuck with a bunch of kids.
you know, like usually I'll say like what's going on with the villain, but the villain's just doing the same thing he's been doing the whole time, screaming for the fucking rocket.
Yeah.
Give me, what was it, 60?
I think my favorite part of the movie, the ending's really good. I really like the ending. I think the movie in general didn't have to be as long. They could have cut down some of the fight scenes. They could have cut out some of the getting through the goo to get to the place and whatever.
The goo.
But the ending was really good. Rocket with the whole thing, seeing the little raccoons, realizing he is a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
And
After hitting the whole movie, he's been telling people I'm not
Whole
right.
trilogy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like, you keep walking us through the movie, but I really like the ending where we got to free everybody.
Yeah, we're getting there pretty soon because I'm skipping a lot because, like I said, like you said, it drugs. So it's like I can't really just how long do I have to say and then a fight scene and a fight scene and a fight scene,
Right.
or and then random talking. They during this fight thing, that's when Drax and Nebula and the bug girl, I forgot her name
Mantis.
again, Mantis. They find the little kids in cages.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up getting captured and do this bait again, and then they get freed. It's like a lot of the same shit just happened over and over again.
Mm.
And Nowhere shows up. Planet Nowhere. I hear fireworks, I think.
Is that what that is?
I think it is Tulip today, so I think fireworks.
Oh.
Oh, we love tourism here.
Yeah, I thought a giant was walking.
I didn't know
by.
what the fuck was going on. It
For other
kept
people
distracting me
watching
too.
this made no sense. It is Tulip today, and we all were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah. In our town, there's a thing.
You got
Tulips are
exploding flowers in
celebrated.
your-
Yeah. Yeah.
You could say it's a time of tulips.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could say almost like it's Tulip time.
Yes. Yes.
Which is a festival. The flowers come up, and we have a big parade where we live because
Yeah, we celebrate
Why not?
Dutch Pride because that's way better than celebrating White Pride. Don't celebrate White Pride, but you can celebrate Dutch Pride
With your
for
wood
some
shoes.
reason.
Yeah.
Camera's over there.
Oh well, I'm looking at me.
Well,
There's
nothing like just doxing where we're from, by the way.
There's a fine line between clogs and torches.
I'm
Let me
gonna
tell
blame
you.
you guys
Yeah.
if anybody spots my house now. So, the dude gets. I mean, he finds Rocket. Him and Rocket kind of have a small fight, which Rocket bests him because everybody else shows up to help him. He's a cheater. We discover the face, and his face is all shredded up from when Rocket shredded him up when he killed his friends, which was a walrus, a bunny, and
Otter.
an otter.
I have to use an otter face, and then she has this little arm. It's very depressing.
Yeah, this
That whole
movie
scene
was very
was-
depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird Marvel movie. It was like, damn. Like, I know there's sad moments in Marvel. Like, even Infinity War wasn't that sad. I feel like I didn't,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think because the sad parts of Infinity War are also just so far just like actually happening.
Yeah, that could be.
This we knew exactly what was happening. It was awful.
Yeah, it was like.
Well, because we live I think it was disturbing too because we live in a world where like animal experimentation is a topic and
Right.
something that goes on.
Did you tell
And
me
so
PETA was mad about this movie? Didn't you say something to me about PETA was mad at this movie?
Why should they be mad at it? It's pretty much against animal experimentation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I heard that a bunch of people were mad about the movie because they were like, they shouldn't have been PG-13. I didn't want to. This is way too disturbing for my child, and there were a bunch of people that were upset about it.
Well, not all PG-13 movies are happy-go-lucky. Like,
right.
If you're 13 years old and you can't handle this fucking movie, Jesus Christ.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah.
You better start thinking about
when
seeing
you're-
for a therapist now.
And you're 13, when you're 13, you're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, you're starting high school next year.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Can't
better
handle
get
an
used to
otter
it.
with robot arms?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't handle it, but still.
I think a rabbit was the.
The rabbit was disturbing, yeah. It is disturbing, but it's supposed to be disturbing.
Yeah, well, because he's.
And honestly, in these movies' defense, last time I've never went to one of these movies and looked around. I'm like with a bunch of kids, like it's all fucking adults in there.
Right.
Like-
Yeah, but we don't go opening day either though, or nothing like that. We usually
Yeah,
wait a
but
week or so.
Still, don't you think the target audience of these is like older people?
True. So yeah, I kind of skipped over that, but we learned that as Rocket's passed out, we see his young life basically from when he meets his friends, and they want to go flying around in the sky.
Yeah.
He finds out they're not going to go to Counter Earth, and they're going to just get destroyed. Tries to save them, they get killed.
He
And
goes
fucks
fucking
up
beast mode on the guy's face.
Mhm.
his animal instinct definitely takes over and just rips the dude's face up. But yeah, so that happens. He gets revived, and then fast forward to everything I already said. Final battle is taken out. He gets out of there. We thought they were gonna kill. I thought they were gonna kill fucking Star-Lord off for a second.
Me too. I was like,
what?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
They all are getting off the ship. They get all the kids off the ship. Rocket convinces them to get all the animals off the ship, so they do that as well. As Star-Lord's running to get off the ship, the telekinetic dog, is holding the ships together so they can even make it. But it can't hold it for too long, and it loses its strength. And as he's trying to run out, he drops something. It was Rocket's music player or something.
that was his music player.
Yeah.
I was just using.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Because he has his
Yeah,
little-
because he got mad when he was drunk, and he got mad at Rocket for having it. That's right. But so he grabs it, and he doesn't quite make the jump, and he starts freezing in space, and even bloats out.
Yeah.
I was just like, Jesus! Even Yandu didn't bloat. Holy
I know.
shit! Yandu kept his figure.
Like when that happened, I was like, "What has happened?"
That was so funny when he's like, "Did it look really cool?" It's like, no.
Yeah,
No,
no.
it didn't.
So
That's absolutely not.
that's when the Warlord had his arc where now he's helping them
Yeah.
because they saved him. Like that was the whole thing. He got saved by
Groot.
Huh? Was it Groot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got saved by Groot, and so and Groot just said like,
I am
Because-
Groot.
"I am Groot," and then
Yeah.
it was Drax that said everybody deserves a second chance,
Mm.
Right.
or some shit like that. So then that was his arc. So he's saved now. He's with the Guardians. But everybody kind of just they split off then. Everything's saved. Everything's good. Star-Lord Quill, he decides he's going back to Earth to see his grandfather again. Bug woman, what's her name?
Mantis.
You guys drain my energy. I can't remember shit. Mantis leaves. She takes big ass fucking monsters with her that they've also found on the ship. The same one that they fought at the very beginning of the second Guardians.
Mandalorian.
Huh?
Oh, this is
Tentacle monsters with teeth.
this is fun podcasting.
This podcast.
Yeah,
probably
good,
won't
bud.
stop.
I get them.
Sorry, he's glitching. We have to-
Reset him.
You want me to turn you off, turn you back on? Restart you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be just crazy if we were just like...
Yeah. I wish I had that one lady's power sometimes, though. You know, where she's like, he can't help he's stupid, and Drax is like, you think I'm stupid? And she's like,
Yeah,
Never mind.
of course not.
I thought that was really fucked up that they did that.
I know! I was like, oh, he's gonna have an arc where he's like, how many times are you doing this
Yeah.
to me?
It's gonna be that Rick and Morty episode with the.
I was wait, because who was with her? Nebula. If I was
yeah.
Nebula, I would be like, have you done that to me? Like,
Yeah.
what don't I know?
How many times do you do that to us? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, is that a common?
Did you eat the last sandwich?
It's like,
You're not
yeah, Men in
hungry.
Black. Have you blinky thinged me? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you flashed the thing me?
Yeah.
Tell me the truth, Kay. Have you flashed the thing me?
That one scene is really cool. I really like the whole thing with Rocket and the little raccoons and stuff. And then they're like, we got all the kids. And he's like, no, we need to get everybody. And then they all come running out, all the different animals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because they're like, we got everybody, let's go. And he's like, not everybody. And
Yeah.
they kind of look behind him.
that was my favorite part of the movie. That's the best part of the movie.
Very Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
the
yep,
worst
all
part.
right. That's fair. I mean, you can't argue with a raccoon about, we got the people, that's what's important.
Yeah.
It's a fucking legit raccoon.
I know,
Right.
those douchebags being like, that we only gonna get intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
oh,
what the fuck?
fuck yourself. If they
Yeah.
don't speak English, they're not intelligent.
Right.
Pins in your eye.
I did like how one of the kids that they saved, though, we see end credit,
Yeah, she like a
is
Marvel
one of the
now?
Guardians now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
I didn't really get that. What's her power? What's
I think
going
she's a
on?
Marvel.
Is
What?
she a Marvel?
Yeah, one of the Marvels.
Really?
That's what it looked like.
What's a Marvel? What are you talking
Like
about?
the Marvels.
Like the Marvel movies? Like, yeah, we've been
Oh.
watching that this whole time.
No, like the Marvels. The next movie coming out in like November, I think.
Oh.
Oh, I
You know,
don't know.
Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Marvel.
The sidekicks?
She has more of them?
Are you gonna try to get her to watch Miss Marvel now?
No, I'm just gonna give her the gist.
Is Miss Marvel a TV show?
Yeah.
Yes,
Really good.
on Disney Plus.
No, Miss
It's
Marvel's
okay.
that little old lady that solves crimes in the
Yeah,
Christine.
And then also the other one from WandaVision,
Which one?
the other Marvel.
Oh,
She goes to the wall and gets powers.
Are they all getting the same powers
Ish.
from different veins?
Yeah. Because Miss Marvel is a mutant.
Oh.
what's with the grandfather? Was he? I don't remember what the story. I don't remember like 3 movies ago. Where what was it? Was he
Oh.
raised by his grandfather? Or what?
No.
Oh.
His grandfather told him to get the hell out of the. He was basically trying to protect him. Didn't want him to see his mother die in front of him.
Oh.
So he told him to get the hell out of the
Shove her
room.
out of the room.
Shoved him out
Oh.
when she was about to die,
Oh.
and that's when he ran off and then got abducted by the Ravagers.
Oh. Okay.
Grandfather was in like the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So you gotta think all this time he's probably been eating himself up because.
Right. Because
well,
probably the kid was abducted by.
mm.
Yeah.
What's
He
up?
was
He was
abducted.
Right,
What's up with his brother-in-law? What?
Hmm?
Yeah. What was
The
that?
random at the end credit scene where he's
I
like,
don't mind mowing, but
"Yeah, I don't mind mowing, but he's a 45-year-old man just sitting there watching me mow. I'm mowing his lawn." He's like,
I don't know. I think that was just supposed to be like a goofy
Just like
end
everybody.
credit, like how
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
Avengers had, where they were just eating at a restaurant.
Right.
That's,
okay.
that's an actual conversation you would have with your grandpa.
Yeah.
right,
Why am I
right.
mowing his lawn? What were they eating in that one?
Cereal.
No.
Shawarma.
Shawarma. Yeah.
So.
But yeah.
But yeah, so Rocket's in charge now,
Yeah.
and
That's probably a mistake, but.
Warlock's
Maybe
with
they
the
did
Guardians
that.
now. One of the
Smart.
kids is with the Guardians now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I did like that also, where they're like, he's like, well, what music you want? I guess he's asking music what everyone wants to listen to while they fight, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the one girl was like, what did she say? She's like, I like Britney Spears and Korn. I'm like, no one at that age has both of those. It's
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah.
I would say that this movie is definitely something people should see if they really like Rocket and Groot, which I really do like those 2 characters because I feel like there's a lot of both those characters in this movie.
Or Mantis or Drax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's mostly those characters.
Those
It's not
ones-
as much with Star-Lord and...
No.
Well, because the first 2 are very Star-Lord heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is about his dad. And
Right.
shit. And they didn't. I was worried they were going to focus too much on him trying to get Gamora back, and
Yeah.
there wasn't really much of that. It was more funny to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like when he's talking to that one girl, and he's calls her a dick right to her face. It comes back from the past and is this dick. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that would have been stupid if they would have had her somehow fall in love with him. It's because it's not the same person.
Right, didn't have the same
It
experience.
wouldn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
I almost thought they were actually going to try to make Nebula and him a thing now.
I know.
It was like really close.
She was like, she was not having it though.
Yeah, she's like,
that was funny.
Damn
But like even before that though, like when she took his drunk ass and put him back to bed,
Oh, yeah.
it was very like she liked him, you know, by like way, you know. I felt, I don't know. Yeah, that's just me.
Did you see the TikTok of when they first brought fake Chris to her? Like behind the scenes. She's just like, because it's a Chris doll.
Yeah.
It's like 35 pounds, and she's like, I don't. Yeah.
So yeah, basically just that's pretty much it. So yeah.
So our opinions are the villain sucked.
Their opinion.
Baby raccoons were cute.
Yeah.
And
But
that was basically the whole movie.
I gave it a 7 out of 10, and 6 of it's because of the baby raccoons.
Yeah.
You know.
I really liked it because mostly Groot and Raccoon. I just blanked on his name. Rocket. And those are my two favorite characters of that group of people.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of them.
Because in the comics, his name is Rocket Raccoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just... So
that was like
a whole
that's why-
trilogy just to give him his name.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of. I think it's kind of funny that he was just never. He didn't know he was a raccoon,
Yeah.
and then he saw it, and he's like, "Damn,
Right.
I was kind of an asshole to everybody."
That's why everyone keeps saying that, because it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I am a raccoon.
Oh, and Drax, I guess, is a dad to all the kids.
Oh, I love that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what she was like. You were here not to be here, but to
Because that's why
be
he...
dad.
Because he was just a dude living on a planet until Thanos killed his family, and then he was like, I'm fucking everyone up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. His whole goal is revenge on Thanos.
Who?
Drax.
Drax.
Oh,
Batista.
Thanos
Yeah.
destroyed his home planet and his family, and he was the only one to survive.
yeah. Right.
I thought they were gonna kill him off when at the beginning with Adam Warlock or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead. I was like, oh shit, Batista, better not fuck with Disney anymore. I gotta kill your character off.
There's a couple times where I was like, they're gonna actually kill somebody off in this movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, usually I just like...
for a second I thought Rocket was gonna make it, especially
Yeah.
when he flatlines at one point.
Yeah.
He legitly flatlines.
And he's in heaven, and his angel's going, yeah, you can come with us.
Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
And it's like, but no bitch, throat chop back on Earth.
But not yet.
Yeah.
Get your ass down.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing, like I said, with Quill, and, it's like, damn, you're going out just like Yondu, huh? Fuck.
Right, I know. I was like, oh, that's symbolic. When they add like symbolism and like
Yeah.
and like fucking, I don't know what the word is.
But if he did,
Foreshadowing.
Yondu would have been
No.
like seeing him in wherever the dead go, the spirit would meet his spirit and be like,
Reflection.
boy, I saved you once from doing that stupid shit. You do it again. But yeah.
Oh, question for you. The people
Answer
like
daily
you,
double.
like you were saying that some people are complaining because they're like, oh, this is too much for little kids, whatever. But do you think that some of the stuff that was disturbing to adults as watching it, adults knowing more of like maybe history or different things that go on in the world and different things, would just go over the top of the head, not be as disturbing to kids because they don't know all that. It would just go over their head. Kind of like how sometimes some of the humor is more adult humor, but it doesn't matter because the kids don't get it anyway.
Right.
Do you think it's
Probably. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the kids are just seeing the aliens. They're
Yeah.
probably not, I mean, because a lot of the dialogue I miss. And so, like, they're not.
Well,
how
and
much- I
yeah,
mean,
and even the animals, like that are like his little friend animals, like with the bunny with the spider legs and the different. They're just saying like, oh, these are different creatures. Like I'm watching an alien thing. There's all kinds of different creatures. But as adults, you're thinking, oh, wow, that reminds me of animal experimentation, and that's terrible, and blah blah blah.
Right.
The little kid's not thinking all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if they did, like, even if the kid, like, I feel like even if the kid realized something, it'd be different than an adult still. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, but like, even if a kid looked at that rabbit and went, oh, robot legs on a rat. You know,
Mm-hmm.
why did he do that? It'd be more of like, I can't believe he did that. Meanwhile, to an adult, it's still more disturbing because we know he don't know that stuff. He's just wondering why would somebody take a rabbit and put spider legs on it.
Right.
You know,
We can't believe it.
so No, I think those people are. It's the whole everybody's getting too soft and sensitive.
Yeah.
In a way, like I agree there's certain things that we really need to stop doing or whatever, but like I feel like also cancel culture. It went from being like, okay, I get it, to okay, now you're just really overstepping.
Well, and there's this whole thing I know from being a parent where your kids can see things and hear things and all this stuff. There's this whole step where you can just explain things to your kids. You can give them your perspective, and they can even learn from it and stuff. Like, you don't have to just put up this wall and keep your kids from everything. You can expose them and then, like, say, well, what do you think about it? And here's what I think about it. And, I mean, like, did people forget that that's a thing you can do, or what?
Yeah, people do. Just like people forgot that if they don't like something, instead of complaining about it and trying to get it canceled, you can just change the channel.
Right, you just
people
put
forgot.
on you like. Yeah.
You don't like that book? You don't need to ban it. Just don't read it.
Right.
Unless you're watching this, then you can't change the channel.
No,
we'll come
you
and
better
get you.
fucking
right.
watch us, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, and you too, Jimmy, over there.
Don't
in the
you even
corner.
touch that remote, Jacob. Jingleheimer.
Schmidt.
We don't like people with J's in their name.
Apparently not, Joey.
Yeah.
Well, we help with your sense of.
Yeah.
That's why he's cutting himself up one little piece at a time, starting small.
But yeah, so that's how we think about the movie. Let us know though if you've seen the movie. What do you think? Put it in the comment section. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Again, it's all opinions. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion.
But yours stink.
Especially Jerry's. So yeah, anything else anybody else want to say before we shut this down?
No.
Everybody got what they want to get out?
3D sucks.
I like ice cream.
I do too.
Ice
I
cream.
like my boy.
What?
Nothing.
I like turtles.
He said he likes butt.
Wow. What a way to end this fucking.
I am super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making me.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, see you guys on the next one. Be great to yourself, be good to others, tell somebody you care about, and make the day better. Trust me on that. Peace, guys.